How would you have combined multiple photographs into one image in the days before Photoshop? From wartime aerial reconnaissance photographer to intrepid explorer, Alfred Buckham was a true daredevil. But when he entered the darkroom, he was a meticulous and innovative artist. Let's take a look at one of his most iconic composite photographs, Edinburgh, which was made using 3 separate negatives. The first stage would have been to select one of the negatives he captured while literally dangling from his cockpit at death-defying heights. He would then select a second negative from his impressive library of over 2,000 negatives of clouds. Selecting the right cloud sometimes required inspecting 50 or more options, and occasionally he created new cloud formations by taping 2 negatives together. He also built up a library of plane negatives, masking each plane from the background. All these planes were photographed from the ground, because it would have been impossible to capture a clear image of a plane mid-flight from another moving vehicle. To make a photographic print, the negative would be placed into a device called an enlarger. Think of it like a top-down projector, shining light through the negative to project its image onto a sheet of light-sensitive photographic paper. This paper would become a canvas for combining multiple negatives into one image. Buckham would first expose the image of Edinburgh onto the lower half of the paper for just the right amount of time. Next, he would expose the image of the sky onto the upper half. The longer the light projected the negative onto the paper, the darker the final image would be. Throughout the exposure process, he used dodging and burning techniques to soften the horizon where the 2 negatives met. Dodging involves using your hand or a piece of card to block light on specific areas of the paper during exposure, making them appear lighter in the final print. Burning works in the opposite way, where you block light on the areas you're happy with and expose for longer the areas you want to darken. Buckham used a pin mark to identify his chosen spot for the airplane. He would have to adjust the height of the enlarger to change the apparent size of the airplane. In this case, he also inserted the negative into the enlarger back to front to reverse the plane's direction. Did you spot the backwards tail number? After all 3 exposures, he would then place the paper into a shallow chemical bath called a developer for a set time. Slowly, as if by magic, the composite image would begin to appear on the paper. Subsequent chemical baths stopped the development process before fixing the image in place. After washing and drying the paper, the print was ready for final adjustments. Buckham rarely edited negatives directly, as was common for photographers using glass plates. Instead, he made all his final adjustments in the print. Here, he has used black watercolour to enhance the contrast between the brooding castle and the rest of the city. He would sometimes scratch away dark areas of the print to reveal the lighter colour of the paper beneath. Using this method, he could create the impression of spinning propeller blades, or light glinting on key landmarks. These artistic interventions resulted in each print being truly unique. Buckham's photographs not only capture breathtaking moments at daring, dizzying heights, but are also the meticulous creations of a pioneering, visionary artist.